So, I have opinions. One of my opinions is everybody should have a couple of chickens. So let's talk about why. Hello ladies. Hello goodies. How's everybody today? You need some cookies? Okay. Cookie. Hello chicken. Oh, I'm sorry. Look, he's leaning on me. He wants his scratches too. Cute. Are you fat? Did you have some breakfast? They're all waiting for treats. They already got fed, so I think everybody should have a couple chickens. You know, tons of you have gardens or even just stuff on the patio. And if you could, okay, stop. I think everybody should have 2 chickens. And figured I'd show you how easy they are to take care of. They're easier than a cat or a dog, for sure. So, these girls need water, tons of water. They always need access to fresh water, so that gets changed all the time. They need a coop for 2 reasons. One is they roost up on the bar. Up in there, they roost there at night. I know, you're helping. Happy. And chickens want to stay in the same spot all the time. They don't just sleep wherever. They want to go home at night. So they put themselves to bed when the sun goes down. So even if your chicken was out in your yard or whatever, it's going to come home to roost. Not a joke. And then they also need a place to lay eggs. So they haven't been using this one. That's why it looks so bad. They're using this very awkward feed storage bin over here, which I find hilarious. Let's see if there's chicken in there. Yep, see? Laying her egg right where we keep the hay. But it's fine. So they need a place to lay, a place to sleep, water, and let me show you their food. So this is a layer pellet, and this is called chicken scratch. Just looks like grain. So it's 90%, their feed should be about 90% layer pellets or layer mash. Yeah, the goats love it too. It's bad for them though. And then about 10% scratch, because they just do what chickens do. They scratch around all day. About a half a cup of feed per chicken. So that's very little. This 50-pound bag for me costs about $15. So I only have to buy it about once a month. Buy a bag each once a month for my 12 chickens. If you guys only had 2 chickens, it would just last forever. And then a chicken doesn't need a rooster to start laying eggs. They just grow up and start laying eggs. They're not fertile. They would never make a chick, but that's why it's an awesome food source. They just lay an egg. It's about every day. It's like, I think it's 30 hours, not 24. But it's amazing. And the other thing I love is you'll never ever waste food again, because chickens eat anything from your fridge that you don't want anymore, like scraps of bread or like leftovers. So you've eliminated any kind of food waste, and it's not just compost. They actually give you a protein source back, which is amazing. The other thing you can do is, see how I put down straw in their run? So once or twice a year we come through, we scrape it all up, throw it in a pile, and use it all over the garden. You can't put it directly on the garden, but a lot of times we'll just scratch it up in the fall and let it get rained and snowed on all through the season, and it's ready to go in the spring. It's like free compost. It's amazing. Yes, I wasn't going to show my face on camera today, but somebody needs attention. So, hey, don't chew on my pants. Oh, he just does some scratches. Yes, he does some scratches. Goodies need love too. They need scratches. Yeah. Are you happy? We're telling everybody about chickens, not goats. Yeah. So chickens are super easy to care for. I have an enormous run here. They don't need this much room. I just think they deserve it because I have the room, so why shouldn't they too? But probably the hardest thing about chickens is they need protection. We have, they're fenced in here in the back of the yard, and that way if like a stray dog got in, which has happened several times, into the yard, the chickens still have a layer of protection here. No dog can get in here, and they wouldn't either with the goats. Because everything loves chicken, literally. We have, you know, skunks and raccoons and possums, all those things will eat chicken and chicken eggs. So they need a place to sleep that's protected, and then we have an area that protects them further. You could let them roam in the garden if you want. They do scratch up the dirt, which is really rough. But if you only had 2 chickens, the impact would be pretty minimal on your garden. You can feed them. Very inexpensive to feed, and then they eat all the scraps from your fridge. They also love your lawn clippings if you don't use chemicals on it. Ouch. They absolutely, chickens need to eat grass, and the more grass they eat, the more greens they eat, the more orange their yolk gets. But if you've ever had chicken eggs from a farm, you know the difference between the eggs at the store and the happy chickens. My friend who comes to get chickens says she can taste the love in our eggs. Oh, we're poking my... You like my shoe? You don't actually need to do that. Hello, miss. So, another thing about chickens, they're very easy to care for. They don't require like a vet. I've only had 2 instances of disease in my chickens. They caught, believe it or not, they caught something called chicken pox from the wild birds coming in. And they just had little wart things all over them. And I did a bunch of research, but you know, it didn't require treatment, it just passed. And then the other thing that happened is that I didn't clean their coop good enough, and they had mites in it, and I had to clean it all out and treat for that, and I felt really bad. It was pretty terrible. The thing that's tough with chickens or any livestock is often the first sign, ouch, that something is wrong is death. I'm not kidding you. Chickens just curl up and die. So that's something you might want to warn your kids about, because chickens are definitely an awesome pet for kids. They can learn where their food comes from. They can learn about recycling and using things wisely. These are my baby Jersey Giants. Hello, beautiful. Look at you. I know you probably can't see it on camera, but they're black, but they have an iridescent green sheen to them. Oh, they're so pretty. You're so pretty, chicken. And you have pretty eyes. Yeah. And funny little blue feet. They're not full grown yet either. They should be quite a bit bigger. But yeah, so overall, of all the years we've had chickens, we're going on our 8th year. It's just honestly, they're a problem-free animal. You just got to keep them, you know, cleanish. They love a dust bath. That's why they're in that tire. Keeps the bugs off of them. And they like to sunbathe too, which is adorable. So one of the problems with having chickens is they will, in their quest for bugs, they always dig up your bark. Chicken has never seen a piece of bark she didn't want to check under. But the good news is they literally get the bad bugs out of the lawn, from beneath the fruit trees, in the flower bed. And often these girls are the ones that first alert me that there's going to be a pest problem, pest pressure. Certainly don't see spiders or bugs or anything around. She was just eating some ants a minute ago. But I do have to clean up after her. Can you guys hear that? There's a robin and a chickadee in the tree back here behind me. And they're mad at me. I interfered with whatever it was they were up to. So, there's my chicken video. The only other thing I'd caution you on is make sure you do your research and you're bringing home an animal. You don't want to just see chicks at the store and bring them home. You need to be prepared. You need to know how to take care of them. But they really are easy and inexpensive to take care of. The eggs are just amazing. So 2, 3, 4 chickens in your backyard will just be a minimal impact. You'll be so surprised how easy and they are to take care of. And you'll never waste food again. Your lawn clippings will go to good use. All of the weeds and stuff coming out of the garden, like the foliage, is going to be taken care of, and then you get beautiful source of protein, as well as some kind of crazy side benefits like bug control. My bugs are so much less than other people because of the way the chickens work the yard. And then free compost. Once you age the straw, like I was showing you before, you can use that on the garden and it's completely fine. It's got to be aged about 2 months outside, at least 2-3 months. But like I said, we usually do it over winter, so it gets a good 6 months of aging. But yeah, I appreciate you guys watching. My next video, I am going to do another vegetable garden update because we have a lot going on right now. It's kind of neat. And my broccoli especially is doing really well. So stay tuned for that. And I really appreciate you guys watching. And the new subscribers, hello. And remember, life's a garden. Dig it.